Hello, I'm Tiffany Parks, and this is A Bittersweet Moment with Katy Sewell.
Hello, this is The Bittersweet Life. I'm Katy Sewell, and this is your midweek Bittersweet Moment. On Monday, we talked about the unexpected magic of Italy and how a walk through an Italian forest or up an Italian hillside can sometimes mean encountering the unexpected. Like, for instance, an embellished and beautiful piazza on a lonely hillside, or an altar that's bassooned in fresh flowers when nothing else is around except the sound of birds and wind. Many of us are not in Italy today, however, and so I propose a game that you can play with your friend or partner today if you wish, as a way of adding a little unexpected magic into your life. The game is called Left, Right, Surprise, and it was invented by the writer Robert Fulghum. He not only has played this game in his real life, it is a game that is also played by his characters in the book Third Wish. Now, I'm going to read you the rules as the character Alice explains them in that book. This is how she describes the game to her companion. You might want to jot down the rules as you listen, but they should be simple enough for you to remember them. So here are the rules, off of page 307 of Third Wish, Alice describing the way it works. We begin walking in any direction. At the first intersection, we turn left and continue. At the next intersection, we turn right, and so on. If we come to a dead end, or an illegal turn onto a private property, we reverse our course and go back and pick up the game again at the next intersection. It's a way of seeing what you might never have seen otherwise. There's one more thing, a complication that makes the game work on more levels than one. Between each turning, one person must give the other person an answer to a question not asked. Most of us know amazing things that we are never asked about. So Katy stepping in, it's basically like I would volunteer information, sharing something that I think is interesting, that I know about, that you didn't have to specifically ask me about. Now Alice goes on, adding two more minor conditions. The person not talking is in charge and has the option of skipping one turning if it comes before an interesting answer is finished. If the person talking gets cut short, it's because the answer wasn't interesting, or the answer opened up too large an area of discussion, and it can be continued later. Flexibility is important. So that's the game. I hope it's clear. Basically, as long as an answer is interesting and you want to hear more, or the person hasn't come to the end of the description, you keep heading in the same direction. As soon as that answer is over, you take the next right or left. Or, as the person not talking, you can decide to change the subject by taking the next right or left. And by walking this way, you not only learn interesting things about the person that you're walking with, ideally, you end up somewhere completely unexpected. You weren't walking in a particular direction or to a particular place. You were just walking right and then left at random. And so wherever you decide to stop walking should be part of the surprise. And here is something that I would add. When you end up somewhere new, or when you decide that you want to stop playing, explore what it is that you found. Like if you're in front of a store you've never been into or a new restaurant, go inside and look around. Maybe even ask the person who works there some questions. Or if you end up somewhere in your own neighborhood or something like that, a place that you feel like you know really well, look for a small detail in your final view. It could be something little, like a crack in the pavement that just happens to look like a jagged mountain edge, or maybe you see an ant that's carrying something that's larger than its own body. Whatever it is, that little detail that you notice, that's something that you would not have seen if you had not played this game. That's the surprise, the thing in your day that you encounter that you wouldn't have otherwise. Now, of course, if you happen to take a picture or record a sound in this final spot, you know that we would love to see it or hear it. You can always reach us at bittersweetlifepodcast@gmail.com. And if this experience of playing this game makes you appreciate the ideas that you get from this show or the existence of this show, I encourage you to join us as a financial supporter at patreon.com. Just look for the Bittersweet Life podcast. And of course, in return for contributing to the show, you'll get bonus episodes every month, invitations to live online meetups, and a handwritten thank you note in the mail. There are links to donate in the show notes. I really do hope that you go out there today and try this game out with a friend, and that you're surprised, both by what you learn from your walking companion and by what you accidentally encounter in the world. And until next time, this is The Bittersweet Life. I'm Katy Sewell. Talk to you soon. Bye.